All right, sis, what's the scoops with Honolulu Police Chief Logan's major announcement yesterday on Monday that he's retiring at the end of the month, and the first thing that came to my mind, I wonder if we get drama. I wonder what happened.
You are such a conspiracy theorist.
I like digging. I like finding. No, let's be real. This was very, very sudden.
It was,
right?
Yes,
I mean, yesterday all the way to the end of the month. So anyway, Chief Logan has led HPD since 2022, and according to the HPD press release from yesterday, crime rates have decreased over the past 3 years, and the department has seen significant progress. So again, that's why I'm wondering, like, how come?
Well, the department has also faced its own challenges as well. Just look at the officer shortage. It ballooned to nearly 500 vacancies. Now, Honolulu Council member Andrea Tupola recently called on Logan to resign if he could not bring down the vacancies.
Why you gotta pop my bubble over here?
No, I'm not. I just, in everything there's balance, right? There's a lot of great things about Chief Logan, but there is also that 500 vacancies. That's a lot.
That is huge, and it really puts our other officers
at risk.
Yeah, at risk. So, I met the chief, super nice guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, so we wish him the absolute best.
Yes.
And no drama.
No drama from this point on, please.
All right, and while we prepare to see him out, we say aloha to Hawaiʻi's newly appointed fire marshal.
This was another huge announcement because we haven't had a fire marshal in nearly 5 decades.
Why?
I don't even know why. We needed one. We've always needed one, right? Governor Josh Green appointed Dory Booth for the revived role. Booth was a military veteran and longtime fire safety leader, is set to lead statewide efforts to prevent and respond to wildfires.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering, what's the scoops of the 5-decade gap, especially because, just a couple of years ago, we had the Maui wildfires.
Yes, and, I'm pretty sure, I think it was like 1979 was the last time we had one. I'm sure that between 1979 and 2023, which is when the wildfires happened, we've had fires before. We've had brush fires. I've driven past on the H2 when, like, the hills up above below Waialua were burning.
Yeah.
So we've always had a need for this. I'm just wondering why it took so long. And kudos to Governor Josh Green for finally finding somebody that is maika'i and can step into that role.
I think he was waiting for the right mana wahine.
Oh, is that it?
To arrive, you know what I mean? But yeah, because I know by Kalaheo High School, they have that, all the curly koa.
Oh, yeah.
That's like on Tinder box over there too. So, and then over on the west side, a lot of times they do have some wildfires, especially when you get the fireworks.
Yes,
the illegals that go off. And, since we're talking about the beautiful mountains, let's talk about the proposed gondola zip line. What's the scoops with that? And of course, this is going to be in Waialua. Many of the community are concerned about the project that may be heading to Mount Ka'ala, again, Oahu's highest peak.
That's right. Now, the project was first presented in 2018 by a developer as a way to bring agribusiness operations to the site. But since then, community members say little updates have been provided, which means they're going hush-hush on this.
Of course, this is the proposed rendering of what it's going to look like. Can you imagine that? These are just random videos that we grab, but of course, that is one of the gondola lifts. Check out this description, the proposed one for the Waialua area. The gondola route will run 8,240 feet.
Okay.
Has 8 support towers, 10 viewing platforms, and 7 pedestrian bridges. The developer also anticipates about 1,600 visitors a day, and to accommodate the 750 cars, the proposal also includes a 126,600 square foot parking lot.
126,000 square foot.
Yeah, huge.
Parking lot. Wow.
Huge. So, I mean, again, just that it almost sounds like, it's going to take up a large footprint. And the agribusiness, they're saying, the lifts can go over. They have some coffee farm, the coffee trees. And
right,
stuff
to
like
be
that.
able to see the beauty of Ka'ala, and I just always worry when we have these big projects that are being looked at, whether it's by a private developer or our city or our state, because all I can think about is rail. You know what I mean? We still building that rail. Have you driven down Dillingham Boulevard recently?
Bro, my tires is all bust.
Yeah, we're still building the rail. That's one big, massive project. And here's another massive project that we're going to be putting into an area that has been just beautiful and untouched and pristine.
Yeah.
I have my reservations.
I worry about that
Being
too,
honest.
but I also worry because, you know, remember the skyline yet, the 58th State Fair? I worry about the rubber slippers that can fall. We'd always see, you know, like get the malasada booth and the, you know, get the barbecue stick, and then on the roof, you see all of these
tent,
unmatched
right?
slippers all over the. So I'm kind of worried about that because it's going to be bad for the environment. As
Yes,
well.
that's right. Rubber slippers is never good for the environment, only for your feet.
And you know, of course, the big question is what happened to keep the country, right?
Right.
So the project has not yet been approved, but if you're for it or against it, you have a chance to let your voice be heard. The first public meeting about the proposed project is scheduled for 6 tonight.
Ooh, hurry up.
At the Waialua High and Intermediate School cafeteria. So again, we want to throw it over to you. What's the scoops with you? What do you think? Do we need a gondola lift on the North Shore?
Let us know how you feel. Send an email to islandlifelive@kitv.com or post your comment directly to this video on our YouTube page. Just search Island News.
All right, coming up in less than 5 minutes, we've got your Yuso Akamai question. It's having to do with insect repellent day.